none of us really know. None of us really know.
I know.
No, I know. Perfect timing, Keith.
Keith, what's up?
Your favorite movie of all time, Step 9.
Oh, good.
How is there any other choice than Remember the Titans being number one?
I'm curious.
I'm spoiling mine, but
Well, let's see. Here we go. Yeah, that's a good
I'm
question,
not even
Brian.
done talking.
you shouldn't be talking at this point. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Apocaflix Now, your Tuesday show where we talk about everything and anything movies. In this case, we are going through the 1990s today for our main topic of the decades. But yeah, before we get into that, how's everyone doing? Gio, I'll start with you.
This guy beneath me just popped up out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting.
Wait, what are you talking about? I've been here for the past 15 minutes.
Yeah,
For real?
Yeah.
so much that you should
Man.
definitely look at your phone right now. No, seriously, look at your phone right now. Okay,
I'm
Gio,
good,
how are you
man.
doing?
I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm excited about this decade we're getting into, you know, because I'm a 90s baby. I'm sure not a lot of us are. Who's not a 90s baby?
Brian.
Okay. Brian,
By
you're
4
89?
months. By 4 months.
By 4 months.
So, yeah.
That's okay,
Still-
Brian. You're on. Hey, you're on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of
I mean, that's fair.
90s
That's
baby.
fair. Because I get to say I was an 80s child, and just saying that alone is worth it. So, yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready to go.
So, yeah, Dom, or Fake Berlin, as you have become.
No, Bake Jerlin.
Berlin.
Fake Berlin caught on.
Oh, did it?
Pretty quickly. Fake Berlin, either
In the
way.
streets?
Fake. I like Fake Berlin. I can get down with Fake Berlin. I can handle that. But yeah,
That
my
works.
first back-to-back appearance, back-to-back,
Awesome.
2 weeks in a row. So
Fair enough. How you doing? How's your day going?
it's good. You know, I'm just still editing my list as we're talking because I don't know. Like this,
I have been doing this
it's
all
an nail
day.
biter.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I definitely agree with you there. Mr. Bartley, how are we doing?
Doing fantastic. I was right on time to this show, like literally. I've been in a good mood because I watched House of the Dragon last night, and
You didn't seem like you were in a good mood when you were yelling at that little girl that ran out of the classroom.
oh well. Hey, I left work. Not at work. You know,
What
Brian
happened?
and I work on the same campus, and he saw me yelling at one of my students who asked to go to the gym to get her homework, and then all of a sudden starts walking the complete opposite direction.
Yeah.
So
So she walks out of the classroom, takes a hard right. The gym is definitely straight on ahead.
yeah. Dude, kids will lie to you. They do not never believe them. They'll straight up lie to you and tell you they're doing something completely different. But yeah, like me and my roommates watched House of the Dragon last night. It is so damn good. So excited to have Game of Thrones back. But other than that, yeah, doing pretty good. Just working hard, you know.
I need to watch House of Dragons ASAP, man.
So I think I might have
It blew me away.
It was really good. I think I definitely saw, like, it must have been a fake thing because it was like, this isn't going to be your typical Game of Thrones where it's like boobs, violence, and blah, blah, blah. And then immediately it goes straight into those things. I'm like, oh, this is definitely Game of Thrones.
And that's not even the reason why it's great. It's the storytelling and the characters, but it
Hey,
definitely
I'm sold.
has all the violence and all the nudity you want.
Yeah.
Now, if I don't see a naked chick get stabbed in the first 10 seconds, I'm gonna say, Brian, what is this?
I'm not going to say that may or may not have happened.
Did that happen?
I don't know.
Bro, you know how
Yeah,
I am about
don't confirm.
spoilers. Okay.
Yeah, don't confirm.
But, yeah, no.
I did see the viral video of like some creep was recording apartments in New York city, and
They
it was
were
like all the lights from the room from the TV were going at the same time.
Yeah, they
Whatnot.
literally must have all hit play at exactly 6 o'clock.
Right.
9 o'clock their time,
Mm-hmm.
and was playing it. Insane.
Interesting.
Which is impressive because remember, like back when did it debut on HBO Max or HBO?
HBO. Wait, Game of Thrones
okay.
or
Oh,
the
both.
House of
oh,
Dragons.
it was dual.
It was on.
It goes immediately to HBO Max the minute that it airs on HBO on TV.
Okay, because remember, like when Game of Thrones was about to end, like HBO Max didn't exist, so like the TV was only unless you recorded it later. Then, so
Yeah,
I don't know. It was impressive.
I know.
It was
was
lightweight, creepy, but impressive.
Yeah, it was a little sad because I was just in line. It's like for me, the last time Game of Thrones was on was when Jake and I lived together, and we watched Jake, you're in the chat. How many seasons did we watch of it? I know we watched the finale. So I was just like, oh, like missed the little hangout in the living room watching it. No, it was good. Gordon, are we covering it? I don't know if we have freaking time. I mean, it sounds like we're going to be doing Lord of the Rings. We have She-Hulk. We have this show. We have Mandalorian coming back in less than a couple weeks. Yeah. Okay. So we caught the last two. Of course, the crappy two of the.
Hey, season 7. I love season 7.
Season 7 not bad. Season 8.
Jacob and I watched a few seasons with our buddy Shane. Remember that back in the day? Amsterdam vodka, MD 2020, all that nasty alcohol we used to drink. Oh, man, what a time!
Hey, but $10 is $10, Like sometimes it does the trick.
Back then, you couldn't beat it.
That's all you got.
Could not beat it back then.
Oh man!
But yeah, no, I don't know if we will have the time to cover it. Maybe here and there. Maybe we'll do like halfway.
Definitely a season 1 recap. I would think that would be one of the shows.
I'll be covering it at my fake Berlin account.
We so need that.
You need another.
Drop it in the comments.
Yeah, you need a name for your YouTube channel. Like when I try to make fun of Jake's, and I say the Tequila Sith. So
I'm going to go ahead and just copyright fake Berlin. Whoever came up with it, sorry. I'm taking it. I'm running with it
right there.
What could your Tequila Star Wars name be for a YouTube channel? Not tequila, alcohol Star Wars name.
That sounds like
the
Wu-Tang name generator. Except you're going to create one that's just alcohol and Star Wars.
I'm trying to think. We need a booze. I'm the worst person to think of a booze.
Yeah, that's going to take a minute to come up with. That's
Tequila Sith is just too.
That's what we're doing tonight, guys. We're not doing that. We're going to figure out.
We're going to name Dom's fake YouTube channel. But yeah, work was fun for me. I had a fight in my classroom go down today, but that's a whole nother story.
Like Cobra Kai fight or
I'm just gonna for my own joke sake of it. Yes, it was a Cobra Kai fight.
Okay, so I've never seen Cobra Kai, but like the kids in my class, they put it on YouTube sometimes. Do fights break out all the time, like in the hallway at school? And it's like, it's like a karate fight.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I lightweight want to see that happen at your guys' job and what you guys do.
Think High School Musical, but instead of a dance number, they just karate fight.
That's what it felt like to me. And I'm like, so many people love this question mark.
Everybody
it's
knows
great,
karate.
Jacob. It's amazing. Oh, Tim, there you go, Dom.
Wow.
Hey.
Someone better go claim that Twitter account right now.
Yeah. Go copyright that crap right now. And Jake is mad at you, Jacob. You are.
Hey, you have time. Season 5 is some months away.
Man, I've seen.
I've
only seen the first Karate Kid. All right. Well, I've seen the Jaden Smith one, but
I don't think that one comes into play.
You've seen the Jaden Smith one, but you haven't seen.
I've seen the original for sure, but I'm not a huge Karate Kid fan.
Neither am I. I could never see those movies again, and I love the show. So
hey, I would love to see Jaden Smith make an appearance in season 6. I'm not saying be a regular, but
no.
Come on now. At this point, you gotta.
Well, all I know is that they campaign a lot of the Cobra Kai actors to be some of the new Power Rangers. So Maybe I'll check it out. They do. They actually do. Like, there's like
Sure.
movements for that. So
Hey, there you
maybe
go,
I'll
man.
check it out for that.
Find an interest, right? Maybe they could be Power Rangers. more
Jacob, to
incentive
be
for you to watch
fair, the kids at our work are obsessed with it. Do you think those kids even know that the Karate Kid had movies before the TV show? I guarantee you they don't.
Heck no.
I guarantee it.
No, they did not.
Anyways, we'll get into it. First off, hello. Hello from Mexico. Hello. Just shouting you out there. Okay, so we're going to get straight into the movie watching challenge. And this week, last week, Jacob was challenged. This week, Jacob gets to challenge a person. Jacob, sir, who are you challenging?
Well, yeah, I'll just say real quick. I watched Swingers last week. There's a video going up for my review, so you can go check that out on the YouTube channel. Loved it, by the way. Caught me off guard. Was very surprising movie. Was way different than I thought. But yes, I have chosen the next challengee, and that is going to be Mr. Gio, right above me right here. So Gio, I have selected 4 movies for you. Selected them a while ago, as Brian knows, submitted them to him, with enough time to prepare and everything. Right,
yeah,
Brian?
way in advance.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But no, I chose Gio. I don't know if you noticed, Gio, I love selecting specific movies towards you. Not all of my selections work, but they're all movies that I want you to see.
They're movies that sometimes tie into my personal life, and I end up hating you, but it's a hate with love. Like,
yeah.
Well, you have a wide variety.
Casablanca.
You have a wide variety coming on this one. So here's your wheel, sir. Jacob, would you like to go ahead and explain or say which ones you got?
Yeah. So on the wheel, we got Slumdog Millionaire, which I'm shocked you haven't seen. And I was on our list. It says you still haven't seen The Godfather Part 2. Is that correct?
I have seen it. I have not seen Part 3.
Okay, so we're changing it.
We'll remove The Godfather Part 2.
Do you want to keep it there and just make it Part 3, or is Part 3 not worth watching?
We'll keep it as 3. We'll do 3. Why not?
There we go.
And then, so we have one of my favorite movies ever, Rebecca. It's actually the Alfred Hitchcock film. And then we have Moulin Rouge, which is another fantastic
one of my favorite movies,
starring Ewan McGregor and Nicole Kidman, directed by Baz Luhrmann.
Oh, okay.
That's one of my all-time favorite movies, Gio. Top 20 at least.
It's my favorite musical ever.
I would agree with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
So if it lands on Apocaflix, do
you
I have
get
to
pick?
You get to choose, yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Well, bring it on. Let's go.
Here we go.
Damn! Oh my goodness! That was so close.
All right, Mr.
Wow.
Gio, you in this instance get to choose your movie: Moulin Rouge, The Godfather Part 3, Rebecca, and Slumdog Millionaire.
Wow.
You know what? I'm gonna go with what the chat is saying. I'm gonna go with Moulin.
Yes.
Rouge or Rogue?
Rouge. Do you know who's in that?
Yeah, Ewan McGregor, right?
Nicole Kidman.
Mhm.
I can't think of anyone else.
There's a bunch of other people, but
and basically all the music is the Beatles.
who's the guy that's like, I don't know, the one that she's with already, and that.
Oh God, I can't even remember.
But yeah, there you go, Gio. Moulin Rouge. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
If I got to choose one of these movies, I would choose that one for you.
That was a slim margin between Slumdog Millionaire and your choice.
Yeah,
William, Obi-Wan, and AMC lady. Go ahead.
Quick question.
Yes.
People in the chat as well. Would you consider Baz Luhrmann an auteur filmmaker?
100% yes.
Like you're watching a Baz Luhrmann movie, like you're watching a Michael Bay movie or whatnot.
Is Michael Bay auteur? Okay. I don't know.
No, yeah. Oh yeah.
100%. When you're unnecessary explosions. That's you immediately know.
I mean, but yes, Baz Luhrmann, absolutely.
He's not the traditional sense of the word, but I guess in a way he would count. Let's
Cool.
talking about Michael Bay.
Yeah. You're not going to be like, oh, he
It's
is.
not the
this guy.
traditional sense, but yeah, I can see.
But you know
Yeah.
his when you see it.
But yeah, Baz Luhrmann, if you
Okay.
think about, all his, Moulin Rouge, Great Gatsby, even Elvis, they all
Elvis.
have the same style. So,
Yeah.
I didn't realize until like maybe a day, 2 days ago, that he did The Great Gatsby, and that instantly made me actually more interested to go see Elvis.
yeah, which The Great Gatsby is interesting. That's my favorite novel. And isn't it yours, Brian?
Yeah.
And I don't love that movie. I really like it. I wish they didn't incorporate modern music into it is all. But
See, I actually kind of liked it.
yeah, it's interesting.
love
I
that.
hear Elvis has a little bit of Eminem in it. Is that?
No Eminem. No, it
No,
has
no.
hip. Elvis also has modern music in it, though.
Jacob,
Not
I was
Eminem.
waiting for you. If you were in this chat, I was like, do I cautiously bring up Elvis? Because like Taylor's gonna punch her way through if I bring it up. If you haven't watched Taylor's stuff, I believe she has stuff on her YouTube channel. Go check that out.
Yeah, Elvis is great.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, we have one little thing, not little, to get to before we get into our 1990s hoopla. The newest trailer for The Lord of the Rings came out. We are going to watch that. I haven't watched it yet. Has anyone else watched it?
I have not.
Nope, I waited.
Okay, cool. So none of us have seen it. We, as a Apocaflix network family, we are going to be seeing it on August 31st.
Yep.
2 days before it comes out, the first 2 episodes at a screening. So why not get a little taste of it? Okay, who is an active fan of Lord of the Rings? I will be honest, I'm not.
Return of the King is top 10 movie of all time.
Aren't you?
I would say by proxy, I'm forced to rewatch all the movies, but I enjoy them. It's not like I shouldn't say forced, but I'm not the one who initiates the rewatch. But we watch them every year, pretty much.
Yes. It's
Nice.
the fiance, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
And she probably watches them 2 or 3 times a year because she'll
Holy
that's like
crap.
a background noise. She'll have it on while she's working or something.
I watched the extended cut of Return of the King. Man, what a journey! That cut is just a journey.
He only does the extended cuts. She doesn't mess with.
Wow. Does she like the Hobbit movies?
I mean, yes,
Not as
in a
much.
lesser sense, yeah. But we
Yeah.
don't need to rewatch those. Every
No,
once in a while,
they're
she might throw
okay.
them on, but it's all out there.
I like the first one a lot, but
I
the other two,
was it last year or the year before? I actually watched them the extended, the whole thing for the first time. So
Oh wow.
Lord of the Rings is very new to me. All I know is Galadriel. That's the only name that I know, which clearly
she's
I
the
think
main
that
character in the show.
one is
I don't
pretty much
know
the main
who
character.
Shane Rose is, but I'm with you. Fellowship is my favorite Lord of the Rings movie, and I still Return of the King is so good, but Fellowship to me,
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong, man.
Boromir.
The best trilogy?
it's all Boromir.
I like the second one.
Boromir.
'Cause I like
Wonders not
Powers is great,
simply-
too.
I like the
Remember
fight.
that meme?
Anyways, okay, so we're gonna do an actual live trailer reaction, the 4 of us.
Let's
I've never
go.
done this.
Here we go. Never before watched by.
Dom, you got to be a little bit
Alright.
over dramatic, okay, for the thumbnail. Okay, you got.
I have no idea how loud this is gonna be. Bear
Oh,
with
shit.
me. I turned it halfway, so I'd
Better
rather
not
go
blow
up
my
than lower.
ears out.
Sorry. Okay.
All right, let's go.
That's what we're doing.
My brother gave his life hunting the enemy. His task is now mine.
Damn.
Stand with me. Ours was no chance meeting.
It looks like a movie.
Dig
Not
the
fate.
costumes.
Nor destiny. Ours was the work of something greater.
Each of us,
Oh damn.
every one, must decide who we shall be.
How about now if I know that?
Nice.
Whatever it was you did, be free of it.
One day this will be your kingdom.
Choose not the path of fear, but that of faith.
This looks insane.
One thing we can do, better than any creature in all Middle Earth, we stay true to each other with our hearts even bigger than our feet. We can survive this, you and I.
Commander! Wait!
No, we keep moving.
Oh, God.
Oh wow.
Keep fighting.
There is a tempest in me.
Creatures.
You have fought long enough, Galadriel. Put up your sword.
Oh damn.
Nice.
Without it, what am I to be?
I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
For not knowing
That looked
anything about Lord of the Rings, that actually got me pretty excited.
I had
looks
chills
great.
like the whole last 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Dude.
That that show is going to win all of the visual awards for the next how many years this show is on
Yeah.
TV.
I like what
That's-
Jake said
that's the
here.
bar, right?
It legit looks like Galadriel's version of the Fellowship. It's kind of true. Like at least halfway through the trailer, it starts to look like that. And I think it's gonna have a broader scope, kind of like Lord of the Rings, or excuse me, like Game of Thrones. But I think it's gonna obviously focus on her the most. But that looks so good. I'm so excited that we're watching the first two.
I kind
In
of just got way
theaters.
more excited because we're seeing it in a theater.
That trailer got me hyped for that because
Can't wait.
I think one thing I was like had reservations about was if they were gonna be able to do the epic scale that the movies were able to do.
It literally looks like it was the movie, like a
Yeah,
continuation.
I was like, oh yeah, they're that scale, no
Dude.
problem.
okay,
Prime Video, man. Jeff Bezos said, "Hey, how much money do you need for this Lord of the Rings
He
thing
really
y'all
did.
are trying to do?"
They're not
And he
worried
said,
how much
"Done."
they spend on it.
no,
No,
they
not
really
at all.
don't care.
Prime Video is, man, it doesn't get talked about enough for some of the content they put out, both on the superhero side and now the, things like Lord of the Rings here.
That's fair. Let's bring our fifth person in. Talk a little Lord of the Rings with us. Hi, Keith.
Hey, I mean, he's not spending his money on his employees, so he may as well spend it on
Oh
him.
God.
Very
true.
So-
You're 100% right, Keith. I know.
We're
We're
firsthand.
talking about Jeff Bezos or David Zaslav.
Oh,
Right
God.
for the jugular. I love it.
Yes.
So Keith, you've obviously watched it. Good, because we literally just watched it and none of us have seen it. What did you think of that trailer?
Okay, I just finished it 30 seconds ago, right
Oh,
before
okay.
I joined the group.
Perfect.
Daryl, how you doing? How you doing? Star Drew, thank you. Yep, it's me, my boy, Jake Bartley. Melissa, hello, who is probably a few feet away from Jacob right now. Oh yeah, I just watched it. I'm so excited. So excited. I believe I saw what looked like the Mines of Moria. The Mines of Moria, with where all the elves, I'm not the elves, the dwarves were living. That's what it looked
Yeah.
like.
Mhm.
From
For-
Fellowship, right? Where
Yeah.
the big fire monster.
Yep. Before that monster came and killed everyone, but well, and I guess all the orcs and whatever. But that got me the most excited, seeing what that was like. in that gap
Nice.
between. Yeah, that was really cool to see. But yes, this is awesome. I still don't, man. Yeah, that everything you guys are saying, 100% agree. It's really cool. Yes, Rachel. Yeah, exactly right. The mines, that mithril mines, that's where they make that. If you guys know that thing that Frodo was wearing that was supposed to protect him.
Oh yeah.
The little vest,
That
right?
vest
Or-
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
They mine that stuff there. That metal.
Oh, no kidding.
That's what that mine was supposed to be for. But yeah. The quality looks amazing, like you guys were saying. It looks like another. Dude, how many episodes is this?
Oh God, I don't even.
You know?
I heard
think
an
it's a
insane
lot.
amount.
Let me.
Yeah.
Jeez. So it's just like getting another trilogy almost, pretty much.
I think
Like,
it's at least 10. It's at
Oh
least
my God.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there, it's like getting another trilogy, pretty
I
much.
think it's
So
10 or
really
12.
cool. So looks awesome.
Let's see.
Now,
Looks.
are they
awesome.
going to drop it all at once or like
Hell no.
do the?
Weekly,
This-
because I
Mm.
mean
Good
they
question.
drop everything weekly. They might drop
No.
the first two.
It already says right here that it's not.
Okay.
There's
So-
no way they drop that all at once. They're
No,
No,
gonna
and
milk this.
they don't do that with the boys or anything
Boys.
else. So
Right.
Didn't they do that though? The first season of The Boys? Didn't they drop it all at once?
I think
or-
the first season,
The
but then I
first
think season
season.
2 they did like the first like 2 or 3.
mhm.
It
and then,
says
like-
season 1 consists of 8 episodes. in
Oh,
total.
8. Okay.
That's-
That's still
They,
yeah.
they need to compete with House of Dragon a little bit. So if they just dumped it on you, you'd watch
Right.
it, forget about it, go back to
100%.
House of Dragon. You gotta,
That's a good point, Keith. I didn't
gotta
even
create a
know.
little.
We are eating right now. We
Yeah.
got
Dude, I know,
Disney
right?
Plus, Marvel.
right.
We got Star Wars. We got Lord of the Rings. We got House of Dragons.
Harley
Harley Quinn.
Quinn.
I'm gonna
Yep.
say,
Yeah,
oh.
there we go.
Here we go.
Dude, Karen, thank you. I was literally just about to ask. It's gonna be my next question.
Yeah,
So,
so I have it right in front of me.
Okay.
Karen, thank you. That was my next thing. Fridays, 8 episodes all the way till October 14th.
Oh, that's Charlie's birthday.
So-
Cool.
Yeah, and it's they're dropping the first 2 and then sequentially each Friday after that.
Hey, this might be a
Oh.
TV heavy. I think we should. Well, I guess we'll talk about that later. But this might be a TV heavy show for the next couple of weeks. Next couple
Oh
of weeks.
yeah. For the rest of the year.
We might
I mean,
do all
there's a big gap at the box office. There's
Right.
There's not a lot of pull. Nothing's really
Yeah.
drawn my eye for them.
There's literally
For a while.
nothing right now.
Until
Like,
December, right? Or until October.
Well, so many things that were supposed to be coming out all got pushed to next year.
Yeah.
I think we got
Mhm.
Black Panther in is that November or December?
November.
Black
November.
Panther's in November. We
So-
got Black Adam in October. And
Yeah, everything
Right.
towards the-
Shazam.
and then Avatar, everything's like that November, December
Mm-hmm.
for the heavy hitters at least. I mean, look at Dragon Ball Z took the top spot, 20 million this weekend. It's like
Yeah.
it's not.
What?
Yeah, it's not. It's there's nothing really like.
Slim Pickens at the theater.
Yeah, like I mean, great for Dragon Ball Z's, but I didn't even know that there was a movie coming out.
I like
for
your
it.
thinking, Andy.
Wait,
All
they
right,
made
let's
another
see.
orphan movie? What the heck?
Yes. Yeah, they did.
Oh
Yeah,
my
with the same
goodness.
chick, I think too, right?
Yeah.
What? I thought that was. a
Sorry,
joke.
Andy.
Wow.
Dragon Ball Super. Sorry. Sorry. If I was to watch one anime, though, I would go for that one probably. Anyways, yeah, we might have to change to Apocaflix TV, Apocaflix streaming, maybe. The way
So
the way
much,
this is
so
going.
many shows to
Pray.
talk about. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you guys are gonna get your full. We might have to do these shows dedicated to streaming stuff at some point. But yeah, so like we said, we're seeing it 2 days early. So you will get our thoughts probably fairly quickly. Anything else anyone wants to say before we get straight into our bloodbath that is the 1990s?
I'll just say, if we're doing reviews, Keith needs to be on those because he's our encyclopedia. At least the only one we have here at Apocaflix for.
I mean, we might
for
need
Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Dom's fiance to like explain it to us, Lord of the Rings style.
That's what I'm kind of excited to go see it in the first 2 episodes in theaters because I know there's going to be stuff that I miss, but she's gonna be like, "Oh, that's in like the second movie,"
100%.
and I'm just gonna be like, "Sure, yeah." It's like, oh yeah, okay, that knife that one guy used one time. Okay, cool.
I know that's how immediately I was after House of the Dragon. I was like, okay, someone break this down for me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Where's the new Rockstars video? Come on.
Yeah,
Which is why we're not doing a freaking Game of
And
Thrones
then
show.
we're gonna come
Like,
home and
Well,
just
don't
start the
you guys,
trilogy. I already
Brian,
know it.
you like Game? Weren't you into Game of Thrones?
Oh yeah, I'm into Game of Thrones, but like there were so many things that I did not even like.
well, I think
Oh,
there's
really?
different levels of fandom, right? Like, I'm not in the expert area of Lord of the Rings.
Well,
fan.
yeah,
I'm not, but I'm like the tier lower.
I'm
I think I'm the
Mandalorian-
same. I wouldn't say expert, but I just I never
You know
read
more
right,
than
Jacob,
that,
you've
or
read
it's-
them, right? You read the books.
No, I know. I guess I just don't recall or like retain information that well.
What
I
a
don't know.
nerd. Who reads?
That's hard to read, man. It's all it took 5 pages. As we talk about this would be 5 pages of songs, like this one song.
There is.
You're like, five. It's hard to read for me anyway.
That's fair. All right, gentlemen. Do we want to brave our way into the 1990s?
This is gonna be crazy, man.
Jacob and I saw
boy,
each other
yes.
at work, and we were just did a casual like, it's on.
Yeah,
Like, give me a
basically.
refill.
We were all
So,
talking about it and
give me a
ignoring the
minute.
kids. It was great. Yeah.
This guy, yeah.
I will-
Go
I
ahead.
will say, I don't know if we got to backtrack and like recap last week, but I did right my big wrong. I watched The Thing the next day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So my vote goes to Jacob now. I don't know if it matters, but yeah.
Didn't it win the year?
For 82, I think right.
Let me look.
I think we settled on it.
It did. It did.
Yeah, I picked this
So
thing.
there
in
we
the
go.
chat.
Yeah, like that would be my other vote for that one. But yeah, I loved it. It's a terrible movie to watch while eating though.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Bad move
Yeah.
on my part. Bad move on my part.
I don't
But
know.
yeah,
I was-
I mean, loved it. It was
I do have
everything
to.
I hoped it would be. I knew the hype. I knew what I was getting into.
Yeah.
Except for the food part, and I just oversight by me. But yeah, it was great
Listen,
story, great characters.
John Carpenter is man. He's made so many of the best, like in that genre too, the best ever. You know, The Thing is right up there. A lot of people have that. Probably a lot of people put that ahead of Halloween, in as far as their best Carpenter movies.
Mm,
Yeah.
Oh, you're speaking some blasphemous words to someone on this panel.
interesting. Yeah. I mean, I won't argue against it, but I prefer Halloween.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up our colorful
Let's do it.
little wheel. Not wheel.
I do have to. I do have to correct one thing, Jacob. Now,
What's that?
So 1980, and that was a tough one, but
Mhm.
Brian yelled at me because I picked Raging Bull over Empire Strikes Back, which you know I love.
I mean, it didn't matter at the end, so you're
Wait.
fine.
Oh no, it was but yeah, I picked Trading Places over Return of the Jedi. But Jacob was shocked. Jacob was stunned by that, and he was like,
I
"Oh,
was.
That's his favorite Star Wars."
I
movie."
like rolled back in my seat.
You did, but Return of the Jedi is not my favorite Star Wars.
Oh, I thought it was.
No.
Oh, my
It's
mistake.
It's kind of a
My
coin
mistake.
flip between Empire and Rogue One.
Okay, so you know why I'm thinking that is because remember the first day we met?
Yes, and I had the Return of the Jedi.
You brought the Return
DVD.
of the Jedi to
Yeah.
Mark Ellis's live show, and you had him sign it.
Yes,
But I know you did that because that's his favorite.
because he
movie.
loves it. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, so that's fair. But
You did that, Keith?
You don't remember?
yeah,
No. It was the 2
Yeah.
drink minimum at the thing, so maybe I got drunk. I don't know.
That was fair.
It was. Yeah.
that's
Cheers.
very good. Hey, listen, that was 6 years ago. This past week, I think.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
we
crazy.
met at a comedy club, and here you are
Yes.
with 19 people in the chat. Let's go.
But yeah, but I love trading. I'm glad, Gio. I appreciate you shouting out Trading Places. That's a brilliant, my favorite
Trading
comedy
Places,
ever.
man.
It's so good. Yeah, so,
It's a good movie. It's a good Usher song.
God. All right. With that, we are going to get straight into it. So we have obviously anything from the 1990s to 1999. We are each going to give our pick. We are going to vote. Unanimous decision if it's available. We are going to let, if need be, the chat be the 6th vote. once the list is there. Because there is more than enough of you in this chat to give an opinion. We love having you guys voice your opinion. So if need be, you guys will be our tiebreaker in that case. Hopefully this will be a smooth and non-contentious fight to the death.
I don't know.
But-
I'm looking at 1995. I'm like, damn.
Dude,
So, okay.
95 is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
here we go.
Oh,
All right.
that's
One
my
step
year.
at a time.
Yeah.
1 year at
Anyways,
a time.
we'll start with 1990. For me, the most boring of all the choices.
Oh my God, Brian, you're so wrong. Oh my God, what's wrong with you? You're so wrong.
Maybe
Here we
because
go.
I haven't seen anything, which is
You're choosing the
absolutely
most
fair.
boring?
What?
You're choosing the most boring movie?
No,
He
I'm
thinks this was
saying
a boring year.
this was the one I
Oh.
struggled the most with because I was just like, I don't want any of these movies.
Wow. But
Damn.
knowing you, it makes sense because the movies that I love that year, you would not like.
Oh, and I probably haven't seen any of them.
Yeah.
So I'll start it off. For me, Home Alone. That's literally
That makes sense.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not like, oh my god. But yeah, Home Alone is where I am starting.
Classic.
Yeah, Gio.
By far, Goodfellas for me.
Okay.
L-
See,
love
I
that
feel like
movie.
if I would have seen this, that might have been different, but we'll see. Jacob.
Goodfellas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like almost every other year has like a contender. This year it didn't have a contender.
Yeah.
Like a second contender.
Dom.
Go ahead, Keith.
Here, what?
Or sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
Dom.
Sorry.
Make it 3. Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Oh, Lord.
Nice.
And Mr. Keith.
This was kind of a coin flip. But the one I wanted really bad because I love it was The Hunt for Red October. But because I love that movie so much, it's Misery, though. My pick is Misery.
Misery.
Whoa.
Yes.
I spelled that right.
There you go.
Keith never fails to surprise me, man. That's crazy.
Misery is spectacular. That movie's so good.
Hey, you see the chat? You got a few Misery shout outs like
Absolutely.
before you said it.
Yeah, that was. I literally flipped a coin between those two, but yeah.
Fair
Definitely.
enough.
Misery's
Wow.
great.
Any
God.
objections to it being a 3-way win for Goodfellas?
The only thing I'll say is
Scorsese.
Scorsese.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the late Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
Best performance.
And
Henry
the late
Hill.
Paul Sorvino.
Paul Sorvino.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Frank,
We also
I
do.
object.
Holy-
I will never cut garlic that thin as he did in the movie. Man,
Great scene.
Yeah.
Great scene.
I mean, this was my favorite childhood movie growing up, so I gotta go. With
Goodfellas is your
Goodfellas.
favorite childhood movie?
Yeah.
Childhood movie. Wow.
I
oh,
don't know.
you didn't watch that growing up, Brian? One
No.
TV in the house, you were
Listen.
subjected to...
Jake's mom or dad parked him in front. The little 4-year-old did. Jacob Barley parked him in front of Goodfellas.
Oh yeah.
Said, "I'll be back, son. You watch this movie here.
That's
watch these-
exactly what happened.
Watch these guys kick this other man to death."
Oh,
Exactly.
fantastic.
Are you,
Explains
are
a
you
lot.
like Henry Hill's son? Were you born in a oh dang, I forget whatever the prison? What's they called? What they called when you're
Protective
you change your name? Yes, thank you. Were you
Oh,
born
yeah,
in
yeah,
custody?
No, I just had young parents. They didn't know what they were doing.
Hey, Rachel.
Jeez.
Yeah, we're gonna bring back Apocaflix close up, and we'll get into Jacob.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Hey, listen, his parents are my age. Okay,
The
I'm
psychic
basically
Jacob.
Jacob's
Yeah.
dad.
My Lord. All right, Gio, you get to start off 91.
Now, I thought when I saw this movie, like this clear runaway, but there was a close second. So my number one, T2, Judgment Day, by far. But I got to give a shout out to Beauty and the Beast. 'Cause
Okay.
that movie
Oh yeah.
was a
Good call.
triumph in '91, man. But Terminator 2, directed by you know who, coming out with a movie that,
Big game
well,
man.
you know what? Yeah.
All right, Mr. Jacob.
Well, what was the first animated feature to ever be nominated for Best Picture?
I'm gonna.
Fantasia, right?
No, Beauty and the Beast.
Oh.
Mine's Beauty and the Beast. It
Okay.
was a trick
Nice.
question because Gio just mentioned it. So
I thought Fantasia was Fantasia not nominated. Are you sure?
yeah, it's Beauty and the Beast.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't think Fantasia was nominated
You
because
might be right. I thought it was.
there's only been 3.
Okay. Wow.
It might
Very
have been
good.
nominated. It might have won Best Animated. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Interesting.
Okay, Dom.
So I was watching the intro, and there's the very end piece that you guys have on your little intro is Brian saying like you shouldn't be talking anymore.
Oh yeah,
I feel like that's going to happen again. We're going to recreate one of those moments in the show,
probably.
but
Yeah.
it's Silence of the Lambs, and I think that,
Ooh.
Sure.
Ooh,
I think that the
That's-
fact that none of you mentioned that and you pulled those
I've
two.
never seen it.
It's on my list.
I just watched it a month ago.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Come on, chilling movie.
No, I love that movie,
No,
but
it is. Yeah.
yeah.
Fair
But
enough.
we're talking one of my favorites of all time.
The chemistry between Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster, man, just every time you just hooked.
Mhm.
All
Trap it
right,
in.
Keith.
Come
Jacob,
on.
see, this is why. Shout out to good T2. I'm right there, but fortunately, it's Silence of the Lambs, of course. Melissa nailed it. This is why we're friends. Boys in the Hood is my pick.
What? Wait, so hold on. So
Oh, nice
far, you and Melissa are 2 for 2 with
Yeah,
the
which is
same
crazy.
favorite movies 1990, 1991. That's
Don't they
crazy.
spell Boys in the Hood with a Z? Right?
Boys.
I don't know.
No,
Yes.
it's just an N too.
Oh, okay.
Boys in the Hood. Yeah, John Singleton, who I believe at age 24, I think the youngest director to be nominated for Best Director for that movie.
Yeah.
And rest in peace to him as well. But
Yep.
yeah, Boys in the Hood. That movie is. It's one of those movies that will just have you, of course, choked up, if not in tears. And yeah, Boys in the Hood.
Is it better than New Jack City?
That's a great. I have that on my list, and I'm also happy with.
Ah.
I love your review of New Jack City. You guys go back and watch that if you haven't seen it. But yeah, I think it is.
Okay,
I
cool.
think it is.
What you got, Brian?
Everyone knows I have the taste of a child. So obviously, in that case, I'm with Jacob in Beauty and the Beast.
Sure.
Ooh, we got
Yeah.
a toss up here.
There we
So-
go.
This could be a toss-up. Someone could defend their movie. You could jump ship.
All
What
I'm
do we-
saying is, think about how the T-800 said farewell to Little John
Okay.
Connor. If that does not move you, yes. Robert
mean,
Patrick.
It's a
Come on
solid
now.
number 2.
He's
for
awesome.
me.
Robert Pattinson's great.
Yes.
I mean, Gio, you did say got to give a shout out to Beauty and the Beast before any of us
yeah, I
chose it
did.
too.
I mean, it was my number 2 choice, to be fair, but number 2 is not what wins it for me. This is my favorite Disney princess. Throwing it out there. So you
But
gotta-
wait, no, I thought we have to pick. Do we have to pick each other's or like?
Well, Jacob
Well,
and I are
that's not-
obviously going to vote for Beauty and the Beast. You guys could
Oh yeah.
so
that's
it's not
right,
an
yeah.
automatic win if two have
not if they
it.
want to team up against us and pick.
Well,
I see.
Go ahead.
So a 3
Well-
automatically wins. I see. Okay.
What's up, Keith?
Oh, that's tough because I love Beauty and the Beast, man. It's I don't know. Angela Lansbury, she's great. I love Angela Lansbury as the Teapot, Mrs. Is that her name, Mrs. Teapot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mrs. Potts.
Mrs.
But
Potts.
think
yeah.
about
Oh yeah.
think about
And
Linda-
Chip.
Jacob, you and I pick it, and we're like, oh crap, what's her name again?
I know.
Oh yeah, okay.
Chip is the son. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chip. Yes, Chip.
Hey,
Um,
Linda Hamilton doing pull-ups.
Yeah. Well, I mean, her reaction when Arnold comes through out of that elevator,
Oh yeah.
man. So yeah, that's
Dom,
tough.
are you
I don't know.
Are you a fan of Beauty and the Beast, or is like just not your jam?
I mean, I don't. We talked about it last time. Like, I don't think there's any movie that is going to get selected that I'm like, that's just garbage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh,
But-
there's still time.
Yeah, I guess.
there's
But,
still
I mean,
time.
looking at this, I think I would pick, besides my own, I take Boys in the Hood because of the main thing I'm thinking of is all the movies I can draw a straight line from to that movie as just
Right.
like this movie made movies that are on my list for future years. I'm like, I can draw a straight line between these two because
Mhm.
without Boys in the Hood, there's no this.
Yeah.
Terminator, that is definitely, as far as what it did for action movies, that's up there too. But I think Boys in the Hood is more important for what it did, especially like in black cinema, and just there's a whole wave that is brought on immediately by the release of Boys in the Hood. And I think
it launched all those careers.
yeah,
Fishburne,
there's
Cuba
a
Gooding,
lot of stuff that is
Ice Cube.
like immediately like, oh, there's a market for this.
Yeah.
Which is like how to take them to 1991 to realize there's a market for this. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I was born another time, maybe I could go back and get rich. But I would go Boys in the Hood if I'm not choosing Silence of the Lambs.
So it sounds like there's not a consensus between the three.
Oh boy.
No, it all depends on what Keith picks.
Well, besides my own.
No,
I
it
mean,
depends on what you pick now. Are you staying with T2?
Who, me?
Wait, but
I can't vote for my own, right?
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's right.
I'm willing to cast my vote somewhere else because I think the other three movies besides Beauty and the Beast are better.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Is this getting left up to the chat because of the way we're voting?
Well,
I mean, the thing for me, there's
no wrong
I don't
answer in my opinion, but
to me, Beauty and the Beast had two.
That is fair.
that's-
I haven't heard like a super strong
it.
argument against Beauty and the Beast. And it's not like them three are like choosing one movie together, to choose.
So I
over
think
it.
then we win. Then right? Is what you're saying?
Andy,
I mean, I'm not the deciding factor, but that would be my argument in court.
he gets it. Andy gets it.
Andy's yes.
So are
That's
we,
exactly the movie I was thinking of.
Yes.
so is Beauty and the Beast getting it then?
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
There's no shame in having that be our 1991 movie.
I don't.
Well,
Whatever,
Jake,
yeah,
if
these
you
are all-
wanted to put your voice in here, you should again. I'm kidding.
oh,
No,
I
I'm
really
kidding.
thought this was going
I'm
to be
kidding,
the
I'm kidding, I'm
T2
kidding.
battle. So I am interested that it went totally out of right field from what I thought it would be.
So Beauty and the Beast? Or are we revisiting it? What are we doing?
Brian, let's take the win. All right, we're gonna
Okay,
we're
okay.
gonna probably
Got
have
it.
I'm
to
not mad at.
take some losses coming up
Okay.
here. So
Yeah, I know. You and I are going to take some major
let's
losses.
take some.
Jacob,
Take the win,
go
man.
ahead and start us off with 1992.
Wow. Okay, so 92. This is a movie that I just watched a few months ago, and it's Clint Eastwood's Unforgiven.
Sure.
Sweet.
Best Western of all time. One of the best movies of all time.
Okay.
Great
Dom.
pick.
I hear you.
Me? Is that?
Yep.
I'm going Quentin here. I'm going Reservoir Dogs.
Nice. This
Brad.
year's tough, honestly.
I do want to do
That's
a quick
fine.
shout out because I said last show if someone recommended a movie, I'd watch it. Someone did recommend Malcolm X. I stuck out those 3 hours for you, whoever recommended it, but it was great. Didn't make my number one, but it was a great movie.
God, this is
Nice.
testing my spelling. Reservoir. Yes. No.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay, that's right. I'm not an English teacher. That's Jacob's job. Keith.
I think,
Well,
I
it's
think it's
tough.
OI though.
Was it? Oh, shit. Hold
Yeah, Reservoir. Yeah, like noir.
on. Oh.
This is tough. Unforgiven. That's a great pick. This is a good year. I mean, My Cousin Vinny. We got
yeah.
what else? Sister Actors this year. My favorite Disney movie, Aladdin, was in this. Was in
Yeah,
92.
that was my runner-up, Aladdin.
Wayne's World was in 92. But this was tough because one of my favorite movies of all time is A Few Good Men. And I nearly went with that.
Ooh.
But, and I love, Brian, you just watched A League of Their Own.
Mhm.
It's happy you love that. It's one of my favorites of all time. Got to watch that Prime Video series. But mine's Malcolm X. I'm glad you appreciate. I'm glad you watched it. I'm glad you mentioned it. Oops. Yeah, I think it's one of the best movies ever made. It's criminally underrated and under reviewed by the reviews at the time were mixed, which is we know why. It was ridiculous. But I mean, Malcolm X. There's no question. That movie was a triumph. That's, like I said, it's one of the best movies of the last 30, 40 years, in my opinion.
So the first hour I did have some problems with, but the basically before prison, after prison is like
masterpiece. Absolutely. Yeah. I agree.
Who directed that?
Spike.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to say it if I was wrong, but I thought so. Yeah.
Very young too, Spike Lee. Him at that age to make that
awesome.
movie.
Yeah,
and it took a lot to get made, but yeah, it's the movie's a masterpiece.
So Aladdin was my number 2, and it is shocking to me that a movie that I watched like a month ago would be now the one I'm putting on the list, because this movie
it's great, right?
Was so good, and I saw it come out of nowhere. It was one of those ones that, like, you guys always said, like, you're gonna love it. It's just a matter of when you guys watch it, and you were absolutely right, because that movie was so good. It might be top 2 or maybe 3 of my sports movies now.
Yeah, definitely.
Were you challenged to it?
You challenged me to it, didn't you?
Yeah,
No,
I thought
I didn't.
Then Jake. It was Jake.
I think it was.
I was also challenged to it at some point. I watched it for the movie watching challenge as well. Yeah,
I'm sure Jake will definitely say if it was him. I'm pretty sure it was Jake.
He probably challenged both of us to it. To be honest,
probably. No. It would make sense.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I adored that movie.
We're never gonna agree on this year.
Keith, or excuse me, not Keith. Gio, if you pick another movie, correct me if I'm wrong. 82 was our Psycho year 2. It was.
Oh, with all 4 different movies.
So, do you have one of these movies, or is the 2s gonna strike again?
Man, unfortunately, I'm with Jacob.
Oh,
and it's Unforgiven.
Sure.
It's Unforgiven. A Few Good Men was a very close second. But Unforgiven for me. Come on now. Gene Hackman, Clint Eastwood, Morgan Freeman. Incredible.
Interesting. Well, that takes that. Because, I mean, I haven't seen any of your other movies. Oh, no, I've seen Reservoir Dogs, but it was okay. Sorry, dumb.
Look, here's my argument. All of these movies are great, but I think there's a general consensus that, like, Unforgiven is one of the greatest films of all time. And not to say none of these aren't.
I don't know about that.
I think there is
a consensus that Unforgiven is one of the greatest films of all time. Westerns, yes.
Well, okay. Do you think it's the greatest Western of all time?
No.
Okay, but it's in the conversation, right?
Definitely. It's in the conversation.
So I would say, like, the fact that it's in the conversation for best Western, makes it one of the best movies of all time. But that's just, that's just based on me and how I, like, what I've seen other people say about it too. So,
Andy, this is absolutely me right now. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Great.
Magnificent Seven.
I feel...
Mr. Don, you get to kick off 93, which might be an easy year for most, unless I could be wrong.
No, I thought this was the weakest year. I think I think there is a clear number one, but I'm actually going to go somewhere else with it. I'm going to go with Jurassic Park.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
Okay. Keith.
There is another movie, but
Is it Groundhog Day that Andy
is
just said?
Is it that same director, Dom?
yeah.
It's. I think it's between those two.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think one is, if you're talking about a film, one is better, but I don't like watching it as much.
Yeah.
So,
I'm along that same line of thinking. That's why I'm going to go with
it's great.
Yeah.
And
I watched it one time, and I want to watch it again, but I'm going to go with Jurassic Park as well. Even though it was tough to go against that. The better movie is obviously the other one.
Yeah, when he breaks down at the end.
Yeah.
Yep. He's just like, I could have, man.
Yeah. Jurassic Park. Yeah. Although shout out to is a bunch of great ones, but yeah. Oh, Brian? Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Listen,
shout out to Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
Sure,
and that's fair. A lot of people say that was one of the best Batman movies. Period. I've heard that.
Jimmy.
Oh, now a Batman movie gets some love. Okay,
this was first on my list, Jimmy. I was gonna mention it. This was the first movie I wrote down when I came to '93. But Robert De Niro directorial debut.
The most important movie to me of this decade came out in this year, but
it's not Jurassic Park.
Not Jurassic Park.
No, and this is crazy. Did we have a clean sweep last decade? But yeah, I'm going Jurassic Park.
No.
The only thing that challenged it for me was The Nightmare Before Christmas, but
that was my challenge.
That's on my list too.
Yep.
All right, we, ladies and gentlemen, have our first clean.
Wow, complete. Oh yeah,
all the way through.
Shout out to the Fugitive too, though. The 94.
Yeah.
Fugitive
well, we got to shout out the Sandlot. I mean, come on.
And the Sandlot.
Okay, Dom. If I'm being fair and judging, I thought you would sneak that one in there.
It was. It's the most important movie to me out of this whole decade. So I went against my heart, but
Jake, if you're in the chat, I would love to know what you picked for 93.
Oh, Daryl says we all picked Raiders for 82.
Did we?
I think we. Yeah, that might be right.
Oh, we did. Okay, 81. Yeah, that's fair. Good call. All right, Keith, 94.
Another tough one.
This is the tough one.
Yeah, another tough one. I just want to say just really quick. This was fun. This was fun to do in the 90s.
Yeah,
I was in middle and high school during the 90s. I graduated in 97. Almost all these movies that I wrote down, you can see my list. It's almost this whole 2 pages.
Oh my goodness!
I saw almost all these in the theaters. These were kind of my. It was fun to revisit.
And Keith just wrote them down from the top of his head. He didn't have to look them up.
So, well, there was some that I forgot. Then I went, oh, like I almost forgot T2, and then I went, oh, T2 was 91. But no, 94. This is a tough one. I love Shawshank so much. Jacob, you think you challenged me to Shawshank? I can't remember if we did that on Bartley and Barnes or on Movie Watching Challenge.
It was movie watching, yeah.
Was it? Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe I went all this time not seeing that. But you're probably thinking I'm going to go with Pulp Fiction, and I nearly did. I'm actually going to go kind of different because this movie's amazing. I'm going to go with Hoop Dreams.
Hoop Dreams?
Nice. Wow. Did not see that coming.
I'm a basketball guy, and just that Hoop Dreams is amazing. I mean, if anybody's not seen that, it's a long documentary about the two guys, Arthur Agee and William. Oh my gosh, I forgot the other guy's name. But yeah, just their journey trying to make it to the NBA. It's so good. If you love basketball, and I was like I said, kid trying to play basketball at that time. Hoop Dreams. That's mine.
As I said, I have the taste of a child, but in this case, an adult child, and I'm going Ace Ventura.
Oh,
Wow, I love that.
was that 94?
So,
Did
Yeah.
not see that coming.
Oh, I thought that was 95. Yeah.
no,
Okay.
Ace Ventura.
Okay.
This
Oh, the
movie
mask
cracks
was
me
94,
up.
wasn't it?
This movie cracks me up. So,
Or 95.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ace Ventura.
Sure.
Nice one, Brian.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ace.
Gio.
Forrest Gump was a close second, man. But I'm gonna go with the generic pick. Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Sure.
Pulp Fiction. Love that movie.
Fair. Mr. Bartley.
Ace Madison.
This year, man, can I just bow out a couple of these years? Because I can't decide on some of these movies. I really can't. This year has 3 movies that could be a 3-way tie, but I'm going to go with The Shawshank Redemption just because I think it's the best movie of that year.
That it's legit. It's one of the best movies ever made. It's so
like
good.
I felt like I told you this, Keith, when I watched it for the first time, I felt like a joy in my body, like I couldn't explain. It was crazy. So good.
Okay, hold on, really quick. Shane, this was my hardest thing about picking Ace Ventura, is I was literally going, which of these 3 is the one that I'm gonna pick? Because I knew it was gonna be a Jim Carrey movie, but I could not figure out which one it was.
Of those, I would have gone with Dumb and Dumber.
I
Dumb and
know,
Dumber for
I know,
sure.
I did too, but then there's something about just how wild that movie is, and just holds a little bit more special than Dumb and Dumber. All right, Dom, are you gonna pick one of these or throw chaos to the wind?
I mean, if you saw my pick from a couple years ago, he just made a better movie 2 years later, and it was Pulp Fiction. So I'm going Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I can't argue with that.
I agree.
My 3 for this year were Shawshank, Pulp Fiction, and The Lion King.
Not a single Lion King to be found.
I forgot about the Lion King.
Lion King, and I'm a big Leon the Professional fan too. That's a really good movie. That was up there. This I thought was. They're all up there. There's
Interview
like
with
5
the
movies.
Vampire. Interview with the Vampire.
It's crazy, man.
That movie scarred me for a little bit as a child. I'm not gonna
Well, you
lie.
know what I learned from this, doing this, all these decade things? The 90s is my favorite year of movies.
Absolutely.
Like, personally.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hey, we got a bot in the chat.
Oh,
We
boy.
had a bot in the chat.
Yeah.
Man,
All right.
man, let the bot speak.
Yeah, I didn't give him long enough for people.
Oh my God, Frank Miranda, you get Street Fighter.
Hey,
Was that 94?
Raul Julia alone.
Literally,
Hey,
that was his last thing he did.
I might have some movies that you guys are gonna laugh at coming up. So, you know,
Whoops.
We'll
All
see.
right.
Whoops, sorry. Sorry. Here we go. Whoops. Sorry.
This is a good year too, though.
All right. I swear to God, I didn't do this on purpose. This might be the most important year for me out of all of our decades.
Ooh, what's that?
Because 95 is the release of quite possibly my favorite movie of all time.
Oh.
Okay.
And
and that would be Toy Story.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sure.
Gio.
God, really tough year, man.
Dom's looking nervous.
Yes, this also was a very tough year.
Have you not decided yet, Dom?
It could easily get swayed.
I'm going with.
There was a lot. Sorry, Gio. There was a lot in this year.
Yeah, I'm going with Heat.
Okay, Jacob. For the love of God.
I skip. No. All right. To be fair, any 4 of these.
We can come back to you if you want to go to Dom.
No. All right. I'm just saying. Usual Suspects came out this year. Billy Madison came out this year. Mortal Kombat and Power Rangers came out this year. I would consider those, but I'm going with 7. David Fincher's 7.
Sure.
I was really thinking about that movie, man.
Hey, Heat's great. I just watched Heat a couple weeks ago. So
yeah,
Heat's great.
Dom.
There is a movie I actually like. I love it so much, and I think it's vital in how I watch movies in today. But I think Heat is a better movie,
No.
so I'm gonna go with Heat. And I'm not happy about it,
I hate you guys.
but Heat's really good though.
Why? What's the other one you're
movies are really
fighting?
good though.
What is the other one you're fighting between?
The Usual Suspects.
Oh, okay. I don't care.
Yeah.
Keith, I'll love you forever.
Listen, Brian. Sorry.
Damn it.
And listen, Toy Story. I'm with you. It's one of my. It's literally it's one of the best of all time. But and I love The Usual Suspects. Shout out to Friday as well. It came out in '95. But I've said Heat on most days is my favorite movie of all time.
Wow.
Like number one. So, Heat, Michael Mann, dark, gritty LA, great. I can't think of anything wrong with that movie.
That's fair.
Nothing.
If you guys
But,
love
like,
it that much.
Yeah, I
Jimmy,
mean,
GoldenEye, if it was anything other than Toy Story, probably in this year, I would have picked GoldenEye. I was obsessed with that movie as a child.
Big shout out to Casino, and also, dude, the tough one was Casino and 7, but also Apollo 13 was in '95.
Dom, what were you going to say?
Sorry, yeah, me. I said 7 was right there too. 7 is
Yeah,
again Fincher. I mean,
tough
fantastic.
to watch though. It's another one that's tough to watch.
tough to watch, but just man, really good year.
Yeah, it was. It really was. Yeah, definitely Crimson Tide, Andy. I love Crimson Tide. I think I challenged Jacob. Did I challenge you to Crimson Tide? I think I did.
No, you can challenge Jake.
Oh, was it Jake? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's disappointing. Well, okay. Gio went to go refill his drink, so we'll skip to you, Jacob. Oh, never mind. Here it comes. Okay, Mr. Gio. We should just go in the order of our thing. Go ahead, Gio.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be an interesting one.
You muted? I think he's muted.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Apollo 13. Yeah. That movie was in contention as well.
Yeah.
96. Speaking of Michael Bay,
Okay. I know. Yeah.
this was his best movie. Is his best movie. I'm going with The Rock.
Yeah.
Michael Bay directed The Rock?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I meant like Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
He did actually.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yes,
he
he
did.
Game.
Yes.
He did.
So it works
Yes, he
both
did.
ways.
Well,
Man,
You knew that,
Oh.
Ryan. Come on.
of
I mean,
course.
just
that was a
Real quick.
total. Sorry.
That
Go
was
ahead,
the-
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
That was
I was
the
gonna say
line.
that was perfect because this is the year of Happy Gilmore, and that was a perfect. Grizzly Adams did have a beard moment.
Jacob, you're 96.
96. Okay, man. This year didn't have a ton for me, but I'm gonna go with James and the Giant Peach.
Oh, that's a good call. That was
That's
nice, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that and Goodfellas.
Hate
Hmm.
that movie.
You hate
Dom,
that movie?
Really?
Dom,
Wow.
I actually agree with you.
Hate it.
It creeped me out as a child.
So
Yep. Never want
it
to
is
return to it.
creepy,
Never want to return to it. Stuff of nightmares.
dude. And you're not even talking about the animated stuff, like the ants at the beginning.
And I'm the guy who picked Silence of the Lambs, and I still think James and the Giant Peach is scarier.
Honestly, James and the Giant Peach is like a horror movie for kids.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like
Didn't like it.
it's crazy. Yeah,
So I take it back. I said I'm not going to hate any pick. I hate that pick.
dude.
That was
And
a lot.
what is it? The creature coming from the clouds? Like, oh my goodness.
It's just freaky. It's a
Mhm.
freaky looking
Didn't
movie.
like it.
Don. I can guarantee
yeah.
it's not James and the Giant Peach.
No, it's not. This was a tough one. I didn't feel like I had a clear front runner.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go with Fargo,
Nice.
and it's actually one of.
That was
It's weird because I love the Coen brothers, but I'm not as high on this movie as other people are for the Coen brothers. But
It seems like everybody had the same. It didn't seem like there were a lot of great
Forgot about
movies
Fargo.
to come out this year.
Keith, you can still pick Fargo if
Nah,
that's
I didn't know that. No, I'm not gonna pick it ahead of the one I have.
that's the thing.
I
is,
didn't remember. I thought
think
that was later.
I feel like some people would say Fargo is like a clear or like up there,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I don't know. It doesn't work for me like other Coen brothers movies do.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
But you still like it.
I still like it. And I still think it's good, but it's just like it's
Yeah.
kind of weird that I passed over other. I mean, Miller's Crossing in 1990 was right here under Goodfellas for me. So
I've never seen
that's
it.
like, and then picking Fargo seems weird. So, but I'm going with that.
fair enough. Keith, what is your disappointing second but first pick?
Disappointing because this is who doesn't love this movie? I mean, Jerry Maguire is 96. That's
There you go.
That was my close second. Rod Tidwell.
yeah.
Is it MAC or MC?
MAG?
It just
Oh,
MAG. But shout out to listen, Jacob Swingers. That was 96.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I just watched it, so I didn't even want to consider it because I need it to sync with. But honestly, it might be. I might like it more than James and the Giant Peach, to be honest. So,
well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the chat is going to have to decide our 96 because this is one of my favorite movies to which I believe I've challenged Jacob to watch, and that is The Birdcage.
Oh, was that 96? Yeah.
Robin
It is
Williams.
absolutely one of my favorite movies of all time.
That movie is hilarious.
Since you said it last week, I was like, I can't wait. I can't wait to represent
Gene
you.
Hackman is hilarious in this movie.
I need to watch. I saw that one at the time. I haven't seen it since. I need to watch that again.
It's so good. Absolutely so good. So with that, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh boy, here we go.
have a five-way split, meaning that in the chat is going to decide. Go ahead and start writing in the chat what you think the best movie of 1996 is.
Did
I thought there'd
anybody
be a Mission Impossible on this one?
I know that's what I was just gonna ask.
Sure.
Did anybody consider Mission Impossible? Because
I thought there would
I
be.
actually love the first movie.
Of the two Tom Cruise movies, I went with Jerry Maguire, but that was
I had it on. I had it number 3 for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
list.
Because the
I
first
do, I
Mission
really like the
Impossible
original.
is a simple movie. It's like it's not a huge action movie.
Right.
Like yeah.
Oh, I think he fires a gun once, maybe.
Yeah, and it's funny to me. It's like that and the Fast and Furious franchise. They both went from like super simple to like crazy.
All right. Unfortunately, it's
Hold on. Come on, guys. Sean Connery.
I'm seeing quite
Everybody
honestly,
keeps saying Independence Day.
I can't even decide on our movies. Like I don't even know which one I would choose. Like
if I had to pick someone else's, I'd choose The Birdcage.
I love you.
I would choose Jerry Maguire, but like reluctantly, not because like I love Jerry Maguire, but it's like I don't feel great about that as being our best movie of the year. But
I mean, Nathan Lane and Robin Williams back and forth is just
great. Yeah,
it's really good.
I've only seen it once, and I don't know.
It looks. I mean,
Ed Harris as General Francis.
I was gonna say if I had to choose one from
Ed
other than mine, I'd probably go with The Rock.
If I'm
the only reason I'm not arguing for mine because I know it's never going to win, so I'm not even going to bother.
Rachel, help us.
I didn't even see.
What are the votes?
I will revolt if James and the Giant Peach wins.
I'm seeing Fargo. I'm seeing The Rock.
Favorite.
I feel like I saw Fargo and The Rock the most, but Fargo maybe a little bit more. If someone wants to count that,
let's count it.
I told you I don't want any Truco.
So 1-1. I'm working my way up.
I started counting. I started counting from
just start at the most recent and then work your way up. So
well, yeah. Sure. Okay.
Fargo 1, Rock 1, Rock
I started
2.
from Therrell's I'm voting for The Rock and went down. So
where's that?
It was at 817.
Your best. Losers always find.
Okay, so Rachel said it. Fargo wins on numbers. Rachel is our judge.
Great.
Ugh.
Movie I was
Oh wow,
reluctant.
okay.
Yeah.
Fargo.
So Fargo is going
Okay.
to.
Can you
state-
put The Rock in that little box right there that you're highlighting? Just to make,
Right
just
underneath.
to make me feel better. Yeah, there you go. That's it.
So
There
I've
you
never
go.
seen Fargo, so
I'm gonna put it in
Oh,
all
wow,
lowercase.
really?
yeah.
Oh, Jacob, wow.
It's a good one.
Dom, have
Oh.
you watched the TV series?
in 2 font. It's just right there.
Let me see. Oh wait, I think.
There you go.
All right.
Who did I leave? Who picked that one? Gio. So Jacob, you were 97.
This was hands down the hardest year of
No,
both
it's not. No,
decades
it's
for
not.
me. For both of all 20 years we've done so far, this was the most difficult year for me.
So help me
Look.
God, if you let me down on this, I will come for you.
I know, and I'm sorry to disappoint you, Brian, but I am
I'm gonna
going
get
with
tired.
a movie that I probably watched more than any other movie in history, Titanic.
Directed by who?
James Cameron. Wait, hold on. Starring who? Kate
Zack
Winslet and
Snyder.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Starring Billy Zane.
Billy Zane.
Dom.
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Great
play down the
choice.
middle here.
Great choice.
Yet to see that movie.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Oh, Brian. Yeah, you would like it.
I know one of my buddies has been trying to get me to watch it for a very long time. Keith.
Jackie Brown.
That was
Oh,
another
Oh,
one.
I already know. Yeah.
That's another one I couldn't like.
He was
Is in my
his
top
Stanton
4.
pick.
Yeah. I didn't say it,
I'm
Brian.
not going to
'cause
even say it because I'm so just disappointed in you, Jacob.
Brian,
Yeah,
it's,
Whoa.
it's
All
the
right.
greatest Disney animated movie of all time. I'm
it's my second favorite. It's my
To
second
what?
favorite. Beauty and the Beast.
no
Yeah.
Hercules all the way.
I love it. I mean, it's
Well, apparently
yeah,
not.
it's
Gio.
Titanic, man.
Titanic.
The Fifth Element was a close second.
That's right. That was 97.
Luke Besson.
Andy, I love you.
It's the director of Avatar: Way of the Waters. Titanic.
Oh,
Wow.
Not mad at that.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah.
Those poor grandparents.
I'm sorry, Brian.
That scene ruined me. Dom. 98, my guy.
98. This is going to be my favorite year, I think.
Look at that smile. He likes his pick on this one.
This is going to be my favorite year that we vote on, I think. I think this movie is incredibly underrated, and I think everyone should watch it. If I had to promote one of the movies, I'm going with this one. That's The Truman Show.
I thought you were gonna say Godzilla. I was like, man.
Interesting choice.
Gio, you read my mind. Keith, go ahead.
This was incredibly close because I'm talking. This is another one I actually had to coin flip. The other pick was Rounders.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
Rounders. Still waiting on that sequel. Come on.
But I know, right? But Dom, I'm with you. The Truman Show.
Let's go.
Another one of my favorites of all time. It's
Hey.
so
I
good.
was scared that I'd be the only one.
Nope, I'm with you. It's one of the best
Damn.
movies. Yeah, it's one of my favorites of all time.
Jimmy, I guess I'll see you opening weekend for Avatar: Way of the Water.
Yeah, just you two.
Again,
Rounders was right there.
I'm an adult child, meaning I can make adult choices, which
Yeah.
means I'm picking The Water Boy.
Nice. I mean, dude, this was the decade of Adam Sandler, man.
Come on, yeah.
love this.
Where were you for Happy Gilmore? Come on.
Dude, Billy Madison, Happy
there's-
Gilmore.
What year was that one? Because I saw that and then I went 96.
95. Oh, it's 96. Okay, 96.
Oh yeah, see the Birdcage. That's one of my all-time
Oh,
favorites.
My
man.
favorite is
Brian-
Billy Madison.
Gio.
The Waterboy getting nominated for Best Movie of '98. It's almost
Why
as
not?
impressive as the Waterboy getting 20 sacks in the game.
Right.
Hey, Waterboy, check this out. Sorry. I love
It's
that
so
movie.
good.
That
It's so
is.
good.
Oh man. This movie should have won Best Picture. I'm going with Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, that's
that
a
was a good
great.
Just
Oh,
the first 10 minutes alone. Come
that's
on.
a great choice. Oh my goodness.
That was
It's on my
a
list.
that was one Geo I was flirting with, but the Waterboy beat. Jacob.
Come on, Jacob. It's not too late, man.
Nah, I mean, I'm very pleased with this because I'm going with the Truman Show. It's
Wow.
look, Jim Carrey is one of my favorite actors of all time, and this movie is.
Look at that, Dom.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm living.
Apparently
in the
not
Truman
underrated. I
Show.
was wrong.
So
Arguably, it's close. Arguably, his best performance. Obviously, the Sunshine,
Eternal
movie,
Sunshine,
Eternal
yeah.
Sunshine. But yeah, it's Truman Show's right there.
Yeah, dude, Truman Show is it's still underrated, I think. Even though, yeah,
It is.
it's
Yes.
crazy.
Well,
Can I just say real quick, like
Ed
sorry,
Harris
go ahead,
again.
Dom.
Ed
Go ahead,
Harris.
Dom.
I'm gonna hide Bartley and Barnes in fake Berlin. We're gonna let's do a Truman Show podcast. We'll talk about
There
that
you
later.
go.
Truman
3
Show
hours.
breakdown.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
that'd be
Let's
fun.
do it.
If you do that, I'll watch it just so I could try to understand what you guys are talking about.
There you
I mean,
go.
You like
Quick
Jim
people.
Carrey? You'll like this. You'll
Yeah.
like this.
That's fair. All right,
Not
Mr.
much.
Keith. 1999, the last year of the 90s. You are starting us out on the last one. Where are you leading us?
Perfect.
Hey,
This is perfect.
come on. I mean, you guys probably know where I'm going, but I mean, this was a tough year. Great ones. Shout out to the Iron Giant, which actually I really strongly considered. Also, The Sixth Sense, but I mean, the Matrix.
Okay. Oops, I'm writing
Wait,
that.
Keith, what
Hold
is
on.
the Matrix?
What is thematrix.com? I believe that website is still
You
active.
remember that website?
It's still there.
And everybody like, what the?
I am going with something for me. There are not a lot of movies that the sequels possibly are better than the first ones. And this one, I still have this debate every time I
Yeah.
think about it, which is better, first or the second one. And in this case, it's Toy Story 2.
Nice.
Nice. Brian, staying true to you. I love it.
Always. Absolutely.
Listen, the scene where they flash back to what's her name?
Jesse, I still
Jesse.
cry.
Mhm.
That's
Still
man.
cry.
Oh, yeah. That. God. Yeah, I'm with
That's why my mom still has like my sister and I's Beanie Babies from God knows when. I'm like, you can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. That gives the edge to Toy Story 2 for me. I would pick that one.
Yeah,
Mm.
fair. Geo. Are you
Brian.
taking us to the Matrix?
What was Arnold Schwarzenegger's character's name in Commando?
I didn't even know he was in a movie called
Matrix.
John Matrix.
Wow.
Hell yeah, baby.
Jacob.
All right, so look, sometimes you have to go with your heart and you have to look deep down inside your soul and decide if I were stuck on an island, which one would I take with me?
All right.
And I'm going with Star Wars, The Phantom Menace. Now, look, I don't care what anybody says. Look, everybody uses terminology regarding Star Wars that was never even brought into existence until the Star Wars prequels, until The Phantom Menace. And it basically is like the Star Wars lore that we know today would not exist without the prequels. And I'll just say, like, the fight between Darth Maul, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon, like, beats anything in the
What do you
Matrix
mean?
for me, like, 1,000 times over.
Wait.
So,
What do you mean? The Star Wars lore would not exist without the prequels? What do you mean?
no, I'm saying, like, so if you just watch the original trilogy, it's very limited. Like, they don't use the word Sith at all.
Okay, gotcha.
In that. And I'm saying the prequels added all of this lore. Like, if you have a conversation about Star Wars lore, like 60% of that mythology comes from what was introduced in the Star Wars prequels. So I'm just saying, like,
I hear you.
They're more important than people think, in my opinion.
I mean, he
So,
wrote all that stuff at the time.
That's
Yes.
some
I gotta go with
deep analytics.
my gut. Is all. Look,
I'm
I'm gonna
surprised
get
out of
crap for
all
that.
You guys are coming for him for saying that the fight.
you're not.
Lisa's so happy to see.
That's your. That's his
I'm
pick.
just saying. I know I'm gonna get crap for that, so I wanted to explain my choice.
Oh, yes. Listen, that's fine. That's your pick. I hear you.
Yeah, man.
Dom, you get to be the last
Oh, John Pierce is good.
Voice
That's good. That's
of the 1990s.
very underrated.
Yeah, I think if I had to vote pound for pound, I thought this was the strongest year, and I also thought that I had like the biggest gap in movies in this year. Some that fell off the list that I haven't seen that I know are well received, but I am going. Shit, I'm going with Magnolia.
Which one?
Magnolia.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
That was 99, wasn't it? Yeah.
I spell that right.
I passed up 2 other PTA movies that I really like, so maybe that played in a factor. But
I need to
going
watch that
Magnolia.
again. I didn't love it at the time. I should get that another watch.
I mean, If
Okay.
you're going to talk about Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
and Jason Robards as oh my goodness, that final meeting with him is really good.
Interesting pick. Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have made our way through the 90s, surviving
Wow.
barely by the skin of our teeth. Thank goodness we all survived getting through that.
That's fine.
As you can see, we have our list. Pretty good variety. Only one movie taking a whole year.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of them were just decided by 2.
Yeah.
So a good variety in the 90s. I personally think out of the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 10s, this is the best variety we're going to get, probably.
Yeah. Let's. Yeah, you're probably right. Although I'm thinking there's some good stuff in the 2000s that I think maybe.
I'll tell you, like after this is when comic book movies start taking.
Well,
you know.
yeah, but there's some bad ones.
Oh,
though.
you went. Yeah, no. There's plenty of bad ones, but once you get past like 2006, 7 is like
Sure.
That's fair.
huge.
Well,
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
Huge decade for Tom Hanks. Just
Yeah.
A League of Their Own, Apollo 13, The Green Mile, Saving Private Ryan. I mean,
and you're right, and so many
Philadelphia, right?
Philadelphia, right? It back-to-back Oscar nominations there for Tom Hanks, and it started with a League of Their Own. Like if his career could have gone a completely different way, because the movie, if you look at what he was doing before that, it wasn't great. So yeah, you're right. But a lot of the directors that we know, a lot of people that are still here today, Tarantino, like you mentioned Michael Bay and Pete Dom just mentioned Paul Thomas Anderson. Wes Anderson was kind of coming out at around this time.
Bottle Rocket.
Yeah. So,
98.
What year was Rushmore? That wasn't in the 90s, was it? I don't think it was.
Oh, no, Rushmore's 98, Bottle Rocket's 96.
Yeah. Okay.
Gordon, man. Oh shit.
Well, what a good
man.
That's that. Hey.
You want comic book tribalism? Here we go, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
Listen.
Jake better be on that next one.
Hey, listen, all 2000s is all Chris Nolan's movies are all 2000s. That's going to be.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our list of the best movies right here in front of you. 1990 being Goodfellas, 91 Beauty and the Beast, 92 Unforgiven, 93 Jurassic Park, 1994 Pulp Fiction, 95 Heat, 96 Fargo, and The Rock, 97 Titanic, 98 The Truman Show, and rounding out the best movie in 1999, The Matrix.
Yay.
Yes, I have your Streamlab, Daryl. Do not worry. I thought
Here we go.
Be good to save towards the end. The worst movies, he said, of 1990s. Number 10 being Little Ninjas, 9 Congo, 8 Speed 2, 7 is Ed, 6 Cool as Ice, 5 Batman Forever, 4 Troll, 3 Batman and Robin, 2 Highlander 2, and number 1 Steel. He said no to 3 DC movies on.
Oh, nice. You know what? Steel's.
Wow.
Hey,
I
Steel
kind of like Steel.
Steel is fun.
Yeah, I didn't mind Steel.
And Marvel wasn't really
Making.
making a lot of movies, like
That's fair.
theatrical movies.
No,
And then-
he's talking about worse. He's not praising DC.
No, those were his
No,
worst.
I know. I'm saying like it's not like Marvel could have had movies on that list because they didn't make
Oh,
any.
they would have been bad. This is the
Mhm.
era.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Where's that Fantastic Four movie?
Yeah, you're right. That was
Well,
94,
did it come out in the
I think.
90s?
Yeah, I think it was like
Yeah.
93 or 94. Yeah.
You can watch it on
Okay.
YouTube for.
Well,
for
I
free,
will
mean.
say everyone's saying like comic book movies didn't become good till 2008 or whatever. To me, there's three great comic book.
Wasn't
movies.
Blade in the 90s?
Four
Blade was 98,
great comic
I
book
think.
movies in between 2000 and 2004. There's
That's
4
right,
yeah.
great ones, and we'll get to those.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get to that.
next week.
Shane,
Um,
thank you for giving us your little list. Some of his favorites he's got rolling through.
Wow.
A little side note for those of you that are watching, we posted the list on Twitter. If you want to post your list, well, this one will be posted probably tomorrow or the next day. Feel free to throw your list on there so we can see it. And then on the community tab on YouTube, we posted a little poll to see who had the best movie list from the 80s. So you could poll or choose what who you think had the best movies of the 80s. Let me check to see who's winning that one. Oh my God, there's a 3-way tie between Gio, Keith, and Jacob.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay.
So Dom, you and I are tied for second at 15%. So
All right.
yeah, so feel free to go and vote on those on the community tab on the community YouTube, whatever you want to call it. And then when we post it, post your list on Twitter along with it. Anything else to say, gentlemen, before we wrap up?
I know Congo was on your worst list, but as a kid, I don't know. I saw that movie so many times.
Oh really?
Never even
I don't
heard
know.
of it.
I think I saw it
Congo?
once. It's okay. I don't think it's that bad. It's not good.
Fair enough.
Now, look, I will say for 99, The Matrix is obviously the right choice. I just went with my heart.
I
there.
absolutely
Oh,
not.
of course.
Toy Story 2.
I hear you.
All right. Before we wrap it up, Gio, where can the good people find you?
On Twitter at Phantom United 21, and of course Apocaflix movies, and I do Phantom United. I'm currently working on a video right now. Matt Reeves signed a first look deal with Warner Brothers, which
Saw that.
means Batman 2 is safe. And
should be safe.
if you're a Henry Cavill Superman fan, never mind.
I heard he's
Phantom United.
I heard he's Hyperion in the Marvel universe now. So just
That
saying.
would be crazy.
Yeah.
Basically, same character.
Yeah, evil Superman. Jacob, where can the good
Yeah,
people
on Twitter at Jacob Bartley 824, and then if you're into football or play fantasy football, I have a YouTube channel called First Round Fantasy where me and my buddy Gabe talk about fantasy football. So come check us out.
Mr. Keith?
Yes, sir. Thank you, everyone, for watching. You can find me on Twitter at KeithBarnes79. See me here on Apocaflix. See me doing She-Hulk on Marvel Rewind. Be able to jump on there, talk about that awesome show. And, of course, you can see me every now and then with Gio on his Phantom United channel. And, of course, me and my buddy Jacob Bartley on Bartley and Barnes.
Okay,
We'll be back.
September.
Yes.
We're coming back. September for sure.
I love the representation on the shirt. Why did that pop up?
And Dom, what street do you live on? No.
I'll drop my location.
Yeah.
Because that is the only place that people could
The
find
only way to get a
at
hold
me.
of them.
Well, no, he's gonna start. What was it called? Crap.
The fake Berlin.
No. What was the genius name you got? Something
Oh,
with
the
rum.
Kessel rum.
Oh, the Kessel Rum.
Oh, yeah.
Kessel
there we
Rum.
go.
If you
Kessel
don't-
Rum.
If you don't take advantage of the Kessel Run, sir, you are missing out.
That's right.
The only thing I would shout out is I am on Letterboxd, but
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I don't want to give out my name yet because I'm like watching movies as we go, so I don't want people
working
knowing
on
my
it
list and
still?
stuff. Yeah.
I
If you
mean,
find me though, then you can follow me, but I'm not giving it out yet.
We're gonna break down the Truman Show. Three of
Yeah.
us. Yeah. We're gonna do
I
Truman
will
Show.
watch it if you tell me that we're doing that. I will rewatch
I'm not
it.
gonna lie. You have intrigued me a little bit with this Truman Show, and
A
everyone's saying
fantastic movie.
it is as good as it is.
You'll be instantly into it right away, Brian. Like as
Yeah.
soon as it starts.
Oh, well, that's a lot to say because I need a good movie
Mhm.
to catch me off, like right off the front. But yeah, you can find me, Bio Valsino, on Twitter. You can find me on A Certain Point of View. We've kind of been on hiatus since Jake's wedding, but I believe we are coming back strong this weekend. And then we are doing the Marvel Rewind, like Keith said. It is Thursday, 7 p.m. PST. We will be breaking down episode 2 of She-Hulk. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love She-Hulk, and so already one episode in.
Mhm.
But yeah, so check us back for the Marvel Rewind. Who knows? We might even have a Lord of the Rings show next week. As
Oh, okay.
What was that?
a motorcycle, clearly.
That was
They love to not do anything until they're right in front of my window. But yeah, who knows? We might have something next week for the Rings of Power because we're seeing it on Wednesday. But yeah, check us out on Twitter. And yeah, until next time, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week for the bloodbath that will be the 2000s.
We'll have Jake Berlin, right?
Yes, Mr. Berlin should be back, so his voice will be loud and heard.
I'm right here.
Yes, we'll have Jake.
He's already here.
My bad.
Oh,
Jake,
that
yeah.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jake and Fake.
All right. Making the face. Got it.
Until next time, guys, we will see you all later.